Manly, real man, not with the gay shit. You niggas sick and gross me out, transforming into a bitch. I don't want that dirty pussy, little mama. I ain't spending no a trick. Don't need you to put me on. I put myself on. Just came up on another lick. Bills paid, belly full, in lack for nothing. Nigga, do me, stay in my lane. Fuck trying to be another nigga with nothing. Brainwashed and continue lied to our social media. Censor everything real good into destruction.
That's the developing news out of Maui this morning, where people are jumping into the ocean to escape raging wildfires.
It's just so unusual to see wildfires there.
And we are back here on Weather Command. Back-to-back solar flares are headed for Earth. And that new is a double-edged sword, or that news. So on one hand, it could create the dazzling auroras that we're used to when it comes to solar flares. But on the other, there could be some fluctuations in the power grid. NOAA has issued a minor geomagnetic storm watch for tomorrow. Yeah. But we are heading toward a solar maximum when we look at the cycle that the sun goes through every 11 years.
The Coast Guard rescued 17 people who ran into the ocean to escape the flames in an apocalypse.
Yeah, we're done. Be careful right here. There's debris. Yeah. No.
Guys, never have I ever seen anything like that before. An entire town just gone.
Yeah, we'll show you. From the area Kihei, Maui. Mahalo to Clint Henson, Maui Real Estate Radio. As you can see, once again, this is just unimaginable. It is, you're almost at a loss of words just to see the immensity of this disaster.
Other events across the world of the past few days. This was Vermont yesterday after what's been termed a 1 in 1,000 year extreme rainfall event. 3 times the normal monsoon rain has swollen rivers in parts of India. At the weekend, big impacts from record rainfall in Japan. And at the end of last week, Spain, Zaragoza, saw heavy rain and hail right through the street.
So what I'm about to show everyone, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, understand it, and even feel how hot this is. Look at this, Death Valley.
Perhaps the most alarming issue is not even on land. Sea temperatures off the coast of Florida are rising to abnormal levels, reaching 32 degrees, threatening to bleach vital coral reefs and endangering marine life.
Extreme heat driving extreme rain in northern India, where unusually heavy monsoons have caused deadly flooding and landslides.
To the alarming streak of record-shattering heat, the Earth's temperature reaching an all-time high 4 days in a row. The average global temperature hitting its highest level ever recorded, with today possibly marking a new record for a 5th straight day.
But have a look at these pictures. These are from Spain, actually. Very heavy storms, heavy rain, flash flooding, and they've had a heat wave. I mean, just recently it had extreme temperatures. Look at that.
And these pictures are from the north of the country. They show water, icy water, running through the street.
Tonight, raging rivers from record-breaking storms.
This is the worst this has ever been.
And the dramatic weather patterns reported around the world have devastated parts of India. Flash floods in the capital Delhi and in northern mountain regions swept away cars and houses and even knocked down bridges, bringing daily life to a standstill.
In India's remote north, rain is expected at this time of year, but not this much. The country is thought to have had the highest daily July rainfall for 40 years yesterday. Torrents of water turned roads into rivers of mud.
I never saw such rainfall in my lifetime. I never saw such level of destruction before.
Are you okay?
Scientists say climate change is driving more severe weather everywhere, including here in New York State. A slow-moving storm dumping rain, causing flash flooding. More than 20 million people across America's northeast now under flood alerts.
They're calling this a 1,000-year event. It's only the second time ever that the National Weather Service issued a flash flood emergency. The last time was Hurricane Ida. My friends, this is the new normal.
Zaragoza in Spain experienced unprecedented flooding just a few days ago. Residents caught by surprise as their roads turned to rivers. At the same time, temperatures keep climbing. The World Meteorological Organization saying the planet has probably just experienced its hottest week ever.
The ocean is rapidly heating up. Global temperatures keep breaking records.
The hottest day in recorded history.
It started weeks ago. June was the hottest month for the planet on record. And then the news that shocked everyone this week. Planet Earth hitting its hottest average temperature ever on Tuesday.
Death Valley and the community of Furnace Creek are justifying their names. It could reach 55 degrees Celsius, 131 degrees Fahrenheit, by later today. So America, like Europe, is in the grip of extreme weather this summer. And scientists are warning, this is just the start.
Now, I've got one of those life-changing moments for you, so listen up. Did you know that everything around you is constantly shrinking and expanding? Well, most of us, perhaps, thank goodness, never noticed this rather strange phenomenon. Scientists have observed it after decades, apparently, of monitoring space.
Now, concentrate. We are going to talk about distant galaxies and the distortion of space and time.
Yeah, scientists believe they picked up shockwaves from supermassive black holes, which they say could hold information about some of the best-kept secrets of the universe.
Well, I think the people are really interested in what are the surprises that we're getting out of the web. First, they want to see the beautiful pictures and be told what those pictures are about. And then they say, well, what's new? What did you find out that we didn't know before? And of course, the big answers are the first galaxies grew differently than we expected, and we don't know why their old predictions were wrong.
But is it possible that with further detection, we can, with new data, have a better understanding of what is actually going on rather than just saying it all points to this thing? Because it seems like there's data, but it's what you're describing seems like it's possible, at least in the future, to have better detection methods.
Yeah, it's always possible that we can change our minds on things because science is always provisional.
Astronomers have found signs of super slow gravitational waves that are distorting space-time as they roll through the universe. Scientists have detected gravitational waves in the past, but at higher frequencies from somewhat smaller objects colliding in space. This time, the scientists from Nanograv believe these low-frequency waves are caused by the merging of galaxies. Apparently, when galaxies merge, so do their black holes, emitting these incredible waves.
What's dark energy? Since the Big Bang, the universe has been expanding, with galaxies moving ever further apart. Scientists had thought that over time this would slow down, but actually this expansion is speeding up. And it's thought that a mysterious force, dark energy, is driving this.
It could enormously influence the fate of our universe. How far is it going to expand? Is it going to go forever and accelerate and just get bigger and bigger and bigger more rapidly? Is it going to just rip apart? Or will it perhaps collapse back down again? And understanding that fifth force, if that's what dark energy is, will help us understand, not only where we came from, but where we're going in this universe.
Up in space, at the heart of every galaxy, is thought to be a gigantic black hole. Here's a real picture of the one at the centre of our own Milky Way. It's 4 million times the mass of our Sun. It became that big by colliding with other huge black holes inside other galaxies. Astronomers at Jodrell Bank and across the world think they've detected some of these cataclysmic events.
pulsars, which are like nature's clocks, really. These are
On the
stars
dish
which
of the
are
giant
extremely
Lovell
distant.
telescope,
They send out
Dr.
beams of
Hannah
light.
Middleton tells me that ideas on how galaxies merge and grow have all been theoretical, until maybe now.
We believe that galaxies and the black holes at the centre of them grow over time by mergers, but we haven't got evidence for this as yet. So if this is the signature of these mergers, it teaches us about the formation of galaxies throughout the universe.
Astronomers have made the detections by measuring the signals coming from spinning objects in space called pulsars, which are flashing stars at the end of their lives. Pulsars are the lighthouses of the universe, sending out bursts of radio waves at regular intervals. The researchers noticed that something was changing their speed ever so slightly. They think that it's caused by gravitational waves constantly bombarding the Earth. And the source, they believe, is giant black holes in orbit around each other all across space. These are at the heart of distant galaxies orbiting each other. The forces between them are so powerful that they distort time and space and send ripples of gravitational waves across the universe. The Lovell telescope is among a network of observatories that have picked up these gravitational waves. Astronomers want to use them to study the black holes.
Currently, the signal that we're seeing is a noisy background from all over space. It's a bit like being in a noisy restaurant with people talking all around you. What we hope is that in the near future, we'll be able to zoom in and listen to some individual conversations, take the measurements from individual black holes, and we'll be able to really zoom in and study them.
The researchers now have a new way to study the cosmos. They hope to learn how galaxies formed and discover new things that may reveal how the universe first came into existence.
Well, in the past year, we've learned more about the universe than ever before, both in our solar system and also far beyond.
In the space of just 1 year, experts say the James Webb Telescope has transformed our understanding of the cosmos.
And then you can just keep going out in distance until you get near the beginning of the universe, the very earliest galaxies. And we're seeing those galaxies and we're studying them in more detail and learning, they're maybe a bit more developed than we originally thought, but that's why we're taking the data. We didn't know. So we're learning.
It's that there are more galaxies that formed earlier and are more mature than we would have expected, because they were able to look back to 13.5, 13.6 billion years ago. They think the origin of the universe is about 13.8 billion years ago. So apparently galaxies were forming faster than we would have expected. And I think that's the anomaly.